Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you as well. I don't do that, really. I mean, I know what it means. Happy almost Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, thanks.
Well. Okay, so you were in a show at SGG in December called 5 Women Work Some Paper.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in a couple of other group shows. Mm-hmm. And then I begged you to have a solo show. So this is your first solo show in a commercial gallery, right?
Yeah. First time.
How are you feeling?
I'm a little nervous. Like super excited and simultaneously terrified. Yeah, it's a good combination.
Okay, well this is what we do.
Right?
Some people may not know that a lot of your work as an artist is in murals, both outdoor, commercial, commissions, as well as residential. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I would love to start if you could tell us a little bit about how you approach those assignments and how that your vision then translates into what we think of as paintings, things that I can take home and put on my wall, and your approach to both. It's a big question, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a few elements to that. So when it comes to mural painting, most of the time, the people who reach out to me, they already have a vision in mind of what they want. They have a goal that they want to accomplish with their mural. So it's usually functional, but it's also, beautiful as well. So they come to me, we converse back and forth about concepts. I feel the space out, because a lot of times for me, I need to be in the space and feel it to see okay, what's gonna work well in here design-wise, but also, it needs to speak, it needs to have a voice, and it needs to be the right voice. So
how the mural can change the room, bring it to life.
Bring the room to life, yes. So with a mural, that's typically the kind of process that I'm dealing with. When it comes to a show, though, as the featured artist, you get to do whatever you want. And
within reason.
Yeah. And for me, I've been working as a muralist doing custom commissions for other people for 18 years. Right. And so I'm so used to bringing other people's visions to life. So to have the creative freedom to do what I want to do, it was a little daunting at first, because I was just like, what do I make? When I create murals, people aren't coming to me because of one specific style. I specialize in lots of different styles. That's why I've been able to be a working muralist for as long as I have been, because I'm versatile. So and that's one thing I enjoy about murals. And one thing I enjoy about, I studied illustration at the Columbus College of Art and Design. And that was what I loved about illustration, is that every project can be a different style. So anyways, figuring out, okay, how do I zero in? What do I do? That was a challenge. But eventually I coming to the concept of dreams really helped me rein things in. So it's I gave myself, You
gave yourself the assignment. Yes. Or you chose a lane of dreams.
Yes.
And so then the show,
it kind of was
grew through this.
It grew branches from that.
Grew branches. All right. Well, lucky us. So with that in mind, with that background and the overarching concept of dreams, both dreams that happen in the night as well as dreams of our future, let's talk about this piece.
Sure.
And I would love for you to talk a little bit about sort of what's happening from a technical execution. I didn't know a lot about resin and how people use resin and the work, and then also how it fits into the theme of the show.
Okay. So from a technical standpoint, I started off with a wood panel. It was a pre-made wood panel, and I have a friend who has an amazing laser cutter machine, and so I had her cut out this hole in the center, because my original idea was I want to create something that glows. I want it to light up.
And this does light up.
It does light up.
It's fascinating.
You can't really see it with this lighting, but so that was my initial thought. And then from there, it was all kind of an experiment, to be truly honest. So I cut out the hole, and then I poured resin just into the hole itself. And then I'd already sketched out digitally on my iPad, my design. I'm trying to think, what did I do next?
Did you know that the hummingbird, there are 3 of them, and so there are the 3 hummingbirds. And what does that symbolize?
Yeah, so the hummingbirds actually, they symbolize resurrection. Okay. In a lot of cultures, they just think of resurrection when they think of hummingbirds, because apparently the hummingbird will, I don't know if it just gets tired or what happens, but they lay on the ground and they look like they're dead.
And they're not.
People come up to them and all of a sudden, they're like, oh, a little hummingbird. And then it just like gets up and flies away and they're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? So they're known for symbolizing resurrection. And each of the pieces are called resurrecting fill in the blank. So this one's called resurrecting promises. So to back up briefly on the technical aspect. So I had the hole cut out, and then actually I gilded the entire frame in metallic.
I love anything gilded.
I know, same, metallic. And then let's see, I poured a layer of resin, and then you have to wait 24 hours. And then I used spray paint to create the background spray paint, which kind of represents the journey of the hummingbird. And then I poured another layer of resin just to keep adding more, dimension and depth. And then I used acrylic markers for more of the cleaner lines, and then another layer of resin. And then I did splotches of color behind the flowers. I knew about where the flowers would be, so I did that. And then another layer of resin, and then did all the line work over top. And I love how it feels like a print, it's kind of off placed. And I painted the hummingbird somewhere in the midst of all that.
And then also pressed carnations.
Oh, yeah.
So that are in the they're in the resin.
They're in the resin as well. Yeah. So for this one, it's all about resurrecting promises, and so like there's a theme of love, commitment, covenant. I've got a wedding ring right here. That's a real ring. It's not painted. I don't know if you can tell from the video. And then the carnations were actually carnations that I'd had on Valentine's Day. So it's this whole theme of like love and covenant and promise and all of that. Yes.
It's
so
beautiful. No, it's so beautiful. And so I can't wait for people to come in and see them.
Yeah.
And appreciate sort of the level of detail and what it took and the layers of resin to give it the shine and texture. It's
a labor of love.
It's all a labor of love.
It really is.
Thank you. You can't see that there's a blank wall. She's still finishing a piece that will come tomorrow. So it will be ready for the opening. Shh, that's okay. They don't know. All right. So speed round.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. Favorite word?
Favorite word? A made-up word just came up in my head. Splipbla. That's so silly. I have no idea. My brain just created a word.
Okay.
Yeah, words that sound like make weird sounds. Those are my favorite words.
Okay. Least favorite word?
Ooh. Is it moist?
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Move along. What turns you on?
What turns me on? Nature and color and flowers and being outdoors. Yeah.
What turns you off?
Oh my gosh. The certain smells.
Okay.
I'll just put it.
All right. Favorite curse word?
I like the F-bomb when it's used appropriately. I don't really curse
you don't
that much.
overuse. I was just
right.
Say,
it's got to be the right moment. And it's like, yes, that was perfect.
I agree. What profession other than artist would you like to attempt?
Would I like to attempt? I loved human biology when I was in college, and I actually thought I was going to go that direction.
Really?
Well, I took, so my senior year of high school, I was taking college courses at a local school and a local college. And so human biology, I really thought I was going to go into science. But then, got a scholarship to art school, so that's where I went. But anyways, I love science. The human biology aspect. I wouldn't mind doing like medical illustration or botany, love flowers and plants. So
science.
Yeah.
Cool. Like it. Okay. Last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you enter the pearly gates?
That's my girl.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, Josh. And we'll see you all at SGG for the opening of Sarah's show.
See you.